Alrighty, we're going to go into the package hive today. I just want to do a quick check, see how they're doing. Last week when we inspected them, they were pretty much packing all the available cells full of sugar syrup, so we did not feed them, or I fed them a little bit, but I didn't feed them all week. Could you hold that? So we're going to see how they're doing today and prepare them for doing a oxalic acid vaporization tonight to kill the mites. So we're not going to feed them this morning. Give them a few minutes to scurry down.
It's like they all talk to each other, then they go down.
Say, where are we going? Where are we going?
You caught one thing. I think it's dead. There's smoke.
We'll give them a little smoke, settle them down.
Doesn't sound settled.
No, they don't. Set this at the front.
No, they'll cook. Oh, yeah, don't leave it upside down.
Just gonna do it just like that.
There you go. And your nickel's stuck. Okay, this one's in my pocket.
We had a few bees get under the sock that I put in to protect them.
You idiots.
Yeah, I know, they're dum-dums. We're gonna move this.
Take that lid off?
I'm gonna set it in the shade
Okay.
here. Angled so they can get out underneath.
Oh, there you go. We're learning.
Last week I set the feeder on the ground
In the sun.
and it was in the sun and I didn't take the cover off, and unfortunately we lost a few bees inside of it. Well, they've been busy with the propolis. It looks like they've been doing a little bit up here on the honey super. Not much yet though. Thank you. We're going to use the frame lifter here, see if that works a little better. Oh, I like it. Okay. Nothing happening on that one yet. I really didn't expect it to, because we've not been feeding them the syrup. So unless they have a lot of nectar coming in or the syrup, they're not going to build much comb. This one, just barely starting on it.
Frame holder's not in there.
It's back here behind me. Okay, that one they're drawing out pretty good already. Okay, they've eaten the syrup out of it. Last week it was kind of plugged up with syrup. I wanted them to use some of the syrup out of the cells that they'd packed so that it'll leave the queen more room to lay eggs. Well, this one's drawn out pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Still got a little bit of syrup down in there. That's good. So they didn't starve this week. I knew they
Side's
wouldn't.
drawn pretty well.
They have a lot of syrup stored away, so I wasn't worried about them having enough to eat. But the problem is, without nectar or syrup coming in, they're not going to draw much comb. I just want to make sure we don't have any eggs or larvae up here. Nope, there's still syrup in there. There's a little bit of pollen. I'm going to do a oxalic acid vaporization on them tonight, which will kill the mites. But since this top box is going to eventually hold honey, we cannot use the acid on it. This looks just like the last one. A couple of cells with
What's that in
pollen.
there?
I don't see anything. Maybe a bee.
Or a nickel. No, it was something that hit the bottom.
Could be one of my nickels.
Yeah.
I put nickels at the front edge of the top inner cover to give them a little ventilation. This one they're drawing out fairly good. A little bit of syrup still in that. And that side is pretty much empty, as is the next frame. So we're going to assume that those haven't really been drawn much at all. They've not. Okay, so we'll...
You like that lifter?
I like this lifter. It's easier to not squish bees at the sides with my fingers.
You'd have to be a good shot to squish a bee with that.
Okay, put this other frame back in. And we're going to set this box on the ground.
You want to set it here and I'll shade it?
Yeah, that'd be okay. Put it over here where Sherry can give it a little bit of shade. It's not that hot. That's probably okay,
I just didn't want them in the direct sun.
but they're not used to daylight, so we'll give them as much protection as we can. Let's smoke them a little bit before I lift that up. I'm not going to go into the bottom box today. They always get so testy when we do that. Not going to go into the bottom box today. I just don't want to spend that much time on it. Next week we will spend more time in that box. We're just going to hope that everything's going good. Oh, I see lots of cells drawn out with honey or syrup. Uh-oh. I'm hoping to see some brood in some of these. Oh, I'll need my lifter now. I mean my frame holder. Squeezed it over too far. And couldn't get the lifter in. Okay. That's completely drawn out on that side.
Full of syrup.
And full of syrup, so no problem not feeding these guys today. That side they've started to draw out.
There's a drone.
Where's the drone?
No. No, maybe. That one right there. No. He's not big enough. Never mind. Psych.
Just looking to see what this big cluster here is. I want to kind of look for the queen. I'd be real surprised if she's on this frame. Some of these inner frames she could be, because she was laying in this top box before. That's capped brood at the bottom.
A lot of caps. Huh? There's syrup up here.
Yeah, there's larvae in this frame.
Oh,
I see larvae and capped brood.
no eggs.
I don't see any eggs. I have some new glasses. They are untinted, so I'm hoping I'll be able to see eggs a little easier. With my tinted glasses.
You're not putting it here.
Oh, no, just need one there to make
Oh,
room.
okay. Just give
With
room.
my tinted glasses, I could not see the eggs. Hey girls, I'm gonna have to squish a few of your nice, pretty cells. Oh, this is a heavy one. I think there's
Well,
lots
that's
of
mostly
syrup.
capped.
Oh, that's lots of capped brood.
Lots of capped brood over here.
Capped brood, there's honey. They have cleaned out some of those cells that were full of syrup last week, which gave her room to lay eggs. She was pretty much out of room to lay eggs, so I was afraid they might decide to swarm.
Swirl to bee. You're too close to There you go. Can you show up?
Nope. No, I appreciate the extra set of eyes. Oh, this one was glued down good to the one below it. have here?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna have to hold this one. I can't turn it to where I can see.
okay. It looks heavy.
Oh, we have.
You exhaled, didn't
I did. I can't tell if that's larvae down in there. I don't think so. I think those are just empty
you?
cells.
Those are empty.
Looking to see if there's any.
Pollen in this one. Under
There's-
that bee.
There's some pollen. There's some nectar.
Capped brood.
A little bit of capped brood. She's not laying up in this one. I was kind of hoping to see some eggs.
Yeah, I don't see any.
You got a better angle.
Not quite.
Than
I'm a
I
little
do.
shorter than you.
Yeah, no. We got capped brood. No eggs. Of course, she's got plenty of room now to lay eggs since they're not all the cells aren't packed with syrup.
Yeah.
We'll do the vaporization on them tonight. After I do that, I'll go ahead and feed them again. Got lots of larvae,
Drone cells.
drone cells on the bottom, which is where you expect them.
Amazing.
Still looking for eggs. Out of the way, kids.
Yeah, I see nothing in the bottom. I have to bring a blick to stand on. Oh, there are larvae right here.
Yeah, there's larvae in this frame. There's lots of spots for her to lay in, so we'll add the feedback, which will kick them back into high gear. And
No eggs.
I see no eggs. Out of the way, girls.
So what do we do with this box between now and
I'll show you when we get done with this box. We're gonna put it's called an escape board on top of this box, and we'll set the honey super on it.
yeah?
And the skateboard lets them go through down, but it won't let them come back up. So by tonight, that box will be empty
Oh.
of bees, and we can just set it off to the side while I do the vaporization.
And all the bees get vaporized.
Lots of capped brood in
That doesn't
this.
sound good. All the bees get vaporized?
No, the mites get vaporized.
Oh, okay.
Does not hurt the bees. It bothers them. They get mad, but only for a few minutes. I know. I was watching that. I got one on this one over here too.
You got a hole in this thumb.
I know. I'm due for another sting. I'm not trying to really avoid it. 'Cause every time I get stung, my back stops hurting. So, just saying. I'd rather have the bee sting pain.
Oh, yeah. Now that was a drone.
They're
Oh, yeah. They're more wide, too.
they're all the big way to tell a drone. Not only are they bigger, but their eyes cover their entire face.
Oh, I couldn't see his eyes. I could only see his butt.
Yeah, they've got really good eyes, so they can track down those queens when they go to the mating area.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this one is heavy.
You don't want to lift it.
Yeah, lots of syrup still in this one.
Covered syrup.
Some of the syrup is capped.
Oh, my.
Same with that side.
There's
Okay, we're gonna.
There's a wasp on the bottom.
Well, that wasp is in trouble. See if you can shoo him away. I just zoomed up.
He's right here.
Okay. They're gonna get rid of him if he's on top. I just don't want to drop him clear down into the middle of the brood. Okay, we're gonna stop there since
They got him. They got him. Move around.
since we've seen all the brood.
Right here.
Oh yeah, let's help him.
No. Don't let him get him.
No, I don't want him in the middle of the hive.
You just kill him. You want this?
Oh, these things don't slide too good once they get all that propolis in there.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He's down in there somewhere. Yeah, I don't see him now.
Okay, well, he's dropped clear down in, so
He's a goner.
he's a goner.
Yay!
You want to pull that frame out, or that holder out?
Sorry, bees.
I'm actually going to rearrange this since they're not building on that back side. I'm going to move it over. Oh, yeah, now they're all stuck together again.
I want a bunch of burnt comb on top this time.
No, it's because I didn't feed them much this week,
Oh,
so they haven't been doing a lot of comb building.
I see.
They don't have enough natural nectar coming in to support a lot of comb building.
I'm gonna get that clover planted.
So we'll square these back up. Give them a bit of smoke here. And
So how does that work?
this is our escape board.
Oh, I see.
This is the bottom side. And the bees come down through the center. They work their way out, but when they go back, unless they happen to hit that gap,
Oh,
they can't get back up.
odds are they won't.
Odds are they won't, because they got to go through two of them. Bees move around so much that
Ah,
they are not likely to hit both of those gaps. So we'll put that there. Put this box back on top.
do you ever completely clean all that propolis off?
You can, you don't need to, so it's not worth the trouble.
Yeah, that's what
The propolis actually is, they use it to seal up gaps in the hive, and it actually acts as a kind of a help make it antiseptic.
Oh,
The propolis is antibacterial, antiseptic, or whatever you want to call it, and so it's a good thing to have it out of the way. It's actually a good thing to have it there. I guess I'll just leave that lid off so those that are under there can get out.
why don't you just take that off?
Because I want them to go down the middle. Well, they're going to come in and eat that all anyway. Yeah, we'll just take this off.
Oh man, they're roaring now.
Yeah, they're getting a little angry with us. We're done. Oops, I need my
Nichols?
clear cover.
Oh,
Let me get it.
yeah, the nickels on this front. So I'll put this one here. Oh, there you go. We almost slid the nickel off.
Okay, girls, you can relax. Leave you be. And tonight when we go to vaporize the mites, there may be a few bees still up in this upper box, but that'll be okay. All right, we're done with that hive. Whoops, get this lid on straight. That's it for that one.